Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday to you all. This is Meena Puri with MICS, and looking forward to our session today. And so as I was thinking about what to talk about today, forgiveness came to mind. The lack of forgiveness can keep us in pain for lifetimes. We talked about in our last session the anger and how anger is pain disguised. And many times, really, the pain is a disconnect from our own truth, from our own higher self. It's this disconnect from ourselves that that puts us in a place of self-judgment, not good enough, and creates guilt and shame. How we deal with these inner, very sensitive inner dialogue is many times by lashing out or acting out and harming others. And it's interesting how when we are hurt, we hurt others. So there's that saying that hurt people hurt people. So I think on the higher self, it's our soul's way to process the pain. It's our soul's cry to process that which we have endured so we can heal it and be free from it. But we don't know that. When we don't know that, we get stuck in the cycle of pain and suffering. At our core, at our higher selves, no one wishes to harm another. It's just that they are themselves hurting so that they project out. It's a way for us to play out the scenario or to process the pain so we can see it. Until we see it, we can't heal it. So that's the higher purpose why we lash out, and it doesn't have to repeat our lifetime. We can view it as a way of healing and understand that that is a reason that we continue to repeat the same old. And perhaps we now repeat for just one time and see the higher picture, heal ourselves, and be free from the pain and suffering, and free others from the same. So welcome to this session. And I also, want to share these inner struggles of forgiveness, pain, guilt and shame, not feeling good enough, and being victimized. These are the darker energies, and this is our shadow self. Anytime when we take a trip inward, we have to be confronted with our shadow self. And it's not one person's issue and not the other person's issue. It's actually, we all experience this. And I don't know anyone who does not experience the same old experiences of, guilt, not good enough, being victimized, being abandoned. It's just that our stories are different. Our circumstances may be different, but the experiences remain because these are energies. And these are energies that we bring with us to heal. So they show up in our life, they get outpictured, they get played out, so we can see them and then heal them. So That's, it's really important to point that out because there's so much stigma and embarrassment or shame thinking that I can't be feeling this way. Something is wrong with me if I'm having these experiences. And actually, all is right with you. All is right with you. It's just we all experience that. And just like from time to time, we're going to get sick. We're going to get a flu, or we're going to get fatigued, or we're going to get a knee pain. No matter how much organic food we eat or how much yoga we do, every now and then we're going to get sick. So when we get sick, we have to take the time to look at what's making us sick, give the body time and care to heal and balance ourselves out. Our emotional and mental health is not any different. Living life on a daily basis, having so many experiences, we come across many experiences throughout our day. We interact with people. We get in touch with their energy. We come in contact with so much information, and there's all energy behind it. And you've noticed that during the day, you may have a little conflict with a colleague, or you may get upset because somebody said something. And on the surface, these look like little things. And many times the mind will talk you out of feeling a certain way. Remember, I talked in the last session that we can't do anything with what we feel. It's kind of, it's a mute point because an experience has already been had. So to talk yourself out of feeling something actually pushes our feelings deeper into the subconscious, and then those are the same feelings that hijack us, that they catch us by surprise when all of a sudden we are anxious, we have problems sleeping, or we just get angry at the smallest things. Is because there's all of that past experiences that we have not digested. They show up and they become distorted, and we can't recognize. All you see is anger. We can't recognize what's underneath it. So feel what you feel. It's just about being aware of what you feel and using that as a compass to go inward and asking, what is this feeling? Have I felt this before? Have I felt this in other areas of my life? Why do I continue to come across the same old situations that repeat that experience for me? Okay, so these are the questions to ask. And this is how we heal our mental and emotional, our inner world. Just like we take time to ask, why did I get sick? Why am I getting so fatigued? What can I eat, or what can I do to get better? Our mental and emotional health requires the same type of care. So there's, if there's stigma or embarrassment, please know that this is everybody's dilemma. This is the human condition. We are going to have experiences. We don't know how to digest those experiences. Life moves really fast. So what we do, we push those experiences away. We go on with our life. And then next thing, same thing happens. Somebody presses our button and now things get out of hand. So it's really about raising the level of awareness and tuning into, just like you tune into your body. How do you feel today? And you tune into the state of your mind. How are you feeling today? What's going on in your heart? Are you feeling something? Are you feeling heavy or unsettled about something? It's about naming that and recognizing that. Just when we begin to recognize, it brings a level of acceptance and ownership of our own self. And when we have acceptance, that's already a huge step towards healing it. Okay, so this is the time that we are living in, where where so much of mental and emotional health or lack of it has come to surface, that we can no longer view it the same way as we did in the past. We can't hide it. We can't pretend it away. We can't put a pretty label on it. Okay, we are brave enough to know the truth. We are brave enough to understand who we are so we can take ownership and find freedom from the self bondage that we have created by thinking all kinds of things. So, welcome to the session. And just 1 second. So, go ahead and take a minute to get comfortable. You can be sitting on a chair, sofa, on the floor, lean against the wall, whatever is comfortable for you. Close your eyes and just begin to move inward, tuning into the body first. Allow your hips to become heavy and get settled. Move a little bit so you feel the weight is even on both sides. Lean into the back a little bit so the whole weight of your body can move through the center of your hips down into the ground or into the chair. As the hips relax, allow your legs all the way down to your toes relax and become heavy. Relax the belly and just notice if there's any sensations in the belly. Breathe into it. And let it relax. Relax the shoulders. Your arms all the way to your fingertips. Relax your jaw, your facial muscles, and your forehead. So ease into the body as it is. Notice the state of your mind. Any worry thought, whatever thoughts, activity may be going on in the mind, just allow the mind to be. Allow it to relax. And now gently bring attention to your breath above the base of your upper lip, below your nostrils. Breathing in, breathing out. Notice the cooling influx of air through your nose as you inhale. And perhaps a little warm touch of air on the base of your upper lip as you exhale. Notice the movement of the breath in your body, movement in your chest, your ribs, and perhaps your belly. Notice the rhythm of the breath. There's a circular rhythm. And notice how each inhale seamlessly joins the next exhale. And each exhale seamlessly joins the next inhale. That's it. So breathing consciously as we tune into the sound, the movement, and the rhythm of the breath. Next inhale, go ahead and gently direct the breath to your belly. You can place your hands on the belly for reference. Directing the breath to your belly, let the belly fully expand as you lengthen the breath up towards the top of your head. When the breath is full, take a U-turn, empty it out. End of the exhalation, gently pull the navel in to exhale completely. Again, inhale, directing the breath to your belly. Let it expand fully. Feel the breath lengthening up without force. When the breath is full, begin to empty it out. So the end of the exhalation, just gently pull the navel in to exhale completely. So the navel is 2 inches beneath, or 2 to 3 inches beneath your belly button. Remember, as I mentioned, everything we experience at our belly first. So you may notice a slight discomfort or a little soreness as you are breathing into the belly. That's that congested, stuck energy of the experiences that's now dissipating and moving. So it's a good thing. It'll get settled. Now with a little bit more focus on the belly, we're just going to be expanding the belly as we inhale. Breath will still lengthen up, but you're just focusing on expanding it, expanding the belly. And as you exhale, notice the belly moving from the periphery to the center. Again, inhale, expand the belly like a balloon. Breathe all the tiny spaces in the belly that you can find. And exhale, let it return back to center. Again, inhale, expand the belly fully. Notice the back expanding, the sides moving into the periphery. And exhale, the belly is coming back to center. So I'm going to be silent. So take 1 minute here as you're just going to breathe deeply into your belly and fully into your belly. That's it. Continue. And last week we did fire breath or Bhastrika breath. Go ahead, and now we're going to, so stick your tongue out and breathe like you're panting like a dog. So stick your tongue out. So when you do that, connect the ha sound to pulling the navel in. So again, now pull your tongue in and continue to breathe this way. And relax. Again, deep inhale. Inhale deep. And exhale. So I'm going to do 3 times this fire breath, 15 strokes. We're going to start by a deeper, deep inhale and then just do the fire breath. So it's a forceful and faster exhale, 15 strokes, and that's all we need to do. It's a breath that we build upon. So begin. Inhale deep. And exhale. Relax for a moment. Again, inhale. Inhale deep. Exhale. One more time, inhale. Inhale deep. And exhale. Go ahead and relax here. You may notice that the belly has calmed down, that the breath has slowed down. You may notice a little bit less pressure on the mind. Perhaps there's more space, clarity in the mind. And just relax here. Now just gently bring your attention to the heart. Placing your hands on the heart. Feel the breath as it expands the chest into the hand. And as the chest drops when you exhale, you can move the hands down. So what came to your mind when I mentioned forgiveness? So it's possible that what may have come to your mind is someone you need to forgive. Because somewhere that person has caused pain to us. So what I want to direct your attention to is take one scenario, one person, or one event in your life that you're having difficult time digesting. Or who is that person that you believe has harmed you or hurt you? Go back into that scenario or situation as if it is happening right now. And the truth is, that which we have not digested is actually stored in the body. So when we recall it, it shows up very quickly, waiting to be digested, waiting to be processed. So go back into the scenario as if it's happening now. So it's the awareness of it. You're deepening your awareness of it. What did it feel like? What did it sound like? What did it look like? What did that feeling tasted like? More images may rush to your mind. Don't worry, this is an organic process. We don't pre-design it. So allow whatever needs to show up, it will show up, and trust that that's what's showing up. Now just gently acknowledging all that you have experienced from this person or from this event. It's mostly a person. So from this person, acknowledging your experience of it. So many times, the way to acknowledge is to give it language. Was it humiliating, upsetting? You felt not valued, not good enough, or just hurt, or you felt judged, or somebody push your button, put salt on your wounds. So just give it a little word or a language so you understand it as to what it is that you experienced. And just acknowledge that it is hard to revisit. It's painful to revisit, but it's much more painful not to look at it and have it continue to harm us for for a long time to come. So this is for short term. And now accepting that this is your experience. When we move to acceptance, it becomes more about us and less about what someone did. And that actually is very empowering because now we can do something about it. It's not possible for us to bring changes in others. So accepting your experience, and now perhaps going a little deeper and asking, how did you participate? How did you participate? So remember, this is not on a conscious level. This is not you knowing hurting yourself. We don't know. So just asking, how may you have participated? Where in your life may you have judged yourself? where your own beliefs about yourself, some of the most common beliefs are, I am not good enough. 99.999% of us struggle with that. No matter how, how we may look like, how, well we're living our life. That's a human condition. It's ego driven. So all humans struggle with this question. Am I good enough? And ask where, if this experience is like other experiences that you may have had, is this a running theme in your life? Self-judgment. Remember, our outer world is a mirror to our inner world. Before others judge us, we have judged ourselves. But because it is subconscious, we're mostly not aware of it. So the meditation is for me to raise your awareness to that, the subconscious part of ourselves that are holding these beliefs. So is it possible that you continue to judge yourself? So now it is possible that the forgiveness needs to be self-directed. It needs to be directed, rather. It needs to be directed to the self. So forgive yourself for judging yourself. Forgive yourself for believing you are not good enough. Restart the process. It's not a magic wand, but recognizing it and taking a step in that direction is a big deal. Okay, it's a huge step. So notice what comes in the way as you move towards forgiving yourself. Resistance. Bad taste in your mouth. That's okay. That's the process. Don't resist the resistance. Notice if this is so hard. So where you notice the difficulty, that's where the healing needs to take place. Stay with it. Continue to breathe through it. You can feel your feet on the ground, feel the touch of the chair. Notice that all is still well. All is okay. So just know, let this awareness be with you. Be gentle with yourself. And as far as forgiving others, Giving forgiveness to others is not ours to give. Remember, everything anybody does is between them and their higher self. So let go of them. Let go of them to their higher self. They will find their own forgiveness. It's about you forgiving yourself for however, in whatever shape, way, or form you may have participated. What we do is between, this one thing that I tell, what anybody does is between you and your God. When I say God, your higher self. So it's not our job to forgive others. We're not the judge and jury of others. We are here to understand our own making and taking our own power back by taking responsibility for what we feel, taking responsibility for our own experiences, and we're here to heal ourselves. Because when we heal, that's the energy we carry into the world, and that's the energy that others interact with. And also continue to notice how this process may have allowed you to open your heart towards yourself a little more. So the process of opening the heart is the process of healing. And you may also find appreciation for this occurrence, for this incident, or for this person in your life. If you're not there yet, don't worry. But this is what can happen. Because it's this very obstacle, it's this pain that has allowed you to expand your heart fully and heal. So the pain is where the healing takes place. The pain is where we can return back to wholeness. So that's the appreciation. Breathing consciously still. Now you may go ahead and gently open your eyes. Again, notice that this may make you feel a little raw, a little vulnerable. This is what it feels like, but on the deeper inside, you are strengthening. So we strengthen by understanding, accepting, and taking ownership, taking responsibility, and loving ourselves throughout all of this. So be gentle with yourself throughout the day and be kind. You can repeat this meditation and it'll continue. The process will happen. The more you do it, the process will continue to unfold. So be well, have a wonderful week, and I will chat with you on our next session. Take care.